meantime, let's again continue talking with Michael Jaafar, National Trial Attorney. Michael, we appreciate you hanging out with us this afternoon. And again, this expected to be pretty quick once we can show it, right? You gave us a little bit of a preview of what we will see is her admitting to guilt. You know, sometimes in a plea they can merge some of the counts, fewer counts, lesser included, could be a part of this, but she's going to have to admit that she did wrong, that she did in fact abuse her children, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And since we have developed a sentence in our prior block, right, let's develop it even further. So her husband has filed for divorce. I've been reading about this case, and her husband filed for divorce. And if you think about it from the eyes of the judge, so your husband filed for divorce, you have a pending divorce proceeding, that would have informed the plea, because in the application for the divorce, he's going to have to make allegations as to why he wants a divorce, right? This is Utah. He'll have to say, this is why, and he'll have to have a 3 or 4 page recitation of all the things that she has done to cause him to want to separate from her after having 6 kids with her, right? After having an idyllic life. So in the sentence with the judge, he's going to see the fact that her family's already destroyed, and he's going to, you know, have to come up with this long-winded sentence that embodies not only what justice demands, but also something to protect the children, and protecting the children is not necessarily separating them from their mom for the rest of their lives. So he's gonna wait for her to say why she's guilty. If she comes in there and says, I was brainwashed, if that's what I don't think her attorney, there's no attorney in this country that's dumb enough to let his client go into a sentencing with a plea to put the finger on somebody else. You go into a sentencing, you are told from the first day of becoming an attorney, we're all told, you make sure your client is remorseful in that sentence, in the plea. They have to admit that they did wrong. And if they can't, you got to ask for a no contest plea, because you got to protect your client from their own mouth, right? And so since this is not going to be a no contest, she's going to have to go in there and say, I did all these things. And so she might even bring up the fact that her husband filed a divorce for her. You know, I lost everything. I want to rebuild my life. I want to get back into my kids' graces. I want to do whatever I can to recover from the trauma I've done to the people around me. And then the judge is going to come in with a sentence that we've already agreed on